And since we only have 2 more from the 26th here, we'll just get through both of these and just make this a long episode. So this one's a TvP on Star Station. Lower ranked bronze Protoss player. I'm in the bottom left corner. Let me set my coffee down and get the... there we are. Get the units tab up. Lower left, red Terran. Oh, that's faster times 8. Good luck, have funds exchanged. The Protoss up here in the top right. And you know what? I'm just going to go faster times 8 for a second just to get through this a bit. Now, as you can see from the mini-map, if you can see this, our scouts went all over the place trying to find each other. He gets his scout in, and I put an SCV on it just so I don't lose track of the guy. Managed to chase him out, send my Marine after him a little bit. The Marine will come back in a minute. And I let the SCV chase him all the way over. My SCV's getting chased around. And what I see over here is I see this wall, partial wall. And I don't see this. Gate, gate, gate. So he's going to go for the 4 gate. 5 gate, really. If you look at it, he's already got one over here. And not researching this yet, as he is just now getting his gas. So 4.5 minutes in, our army and our worker supply is nearly identical. He drops, obviously, a lot of gateways. That backup pylon is a good idea. You don't want all of this powered off of just one, because if I do manage to get in and kill that one pylon, he's got no production. So back at home, the 2 barracks are coming down. Typical 3 racks build going on here. Double reactor. Continue getting the SCVs out. Start the engineering bay so I can start working on upgrades. Got to remember to get my supply depots. And I transition into factory a little bit earlier than I usually do here. I do end up calling in that extra supply off of the orbital rather than a mule, because I supply blocked a little bit. Start getting my army. It's a little bit low. I probably screwed up the build somewhere early on here. But so far so good. We run around here looking for a proxy pylon just to be on the safe side. And we end up moving out, and we meet in the middle right here at the Zelnaga Towers. So basically, we both went for a very similar type build for our race. His is a 4 gate, which is typically an all-in. He does have 1 extra gateway, so it's a 5 gate, I guess we could call it, all-in type build on 1 base, and I'm doing a 3 racks, basically. Not all-in, but all-in-ish type build. If I lose everything to this army and he's still got enough stuff, he's going to be able to get in and probably end the game there. So let's turn this down to plus times 2 rather, and watch the engagement. I have some reinforcing units coming up, and I'm able to clean up his initial push here. He does have some more units warping in back here, and rather than instantly run them out, he holds them at home, and I hold up at the Zelnaga Tower until my reinforcing units show up. And let's see, let's pause again and check the main base. What am I doing behind this? I have the factory down already, getting a reactor on it, building my starport. I'll do the typical switch. What I need to start doing, I think my +1's almost done, is instead of dropping this factory just wherever and then building a tech lab on it, I'm probably going to start stealing this tech lab, provided I have 2 or all of the upgrades off of the tech lab that I want. Typically, I just get combat shields and stim. If I'm going against Zerg, I might go stim and concussive shells for the roaches. You know, again, just little tiny aspects of the build. So anyway, let's go back to the army and play and turn this down off of ×4. So he has a proxy pylon here, which I guess really is closer to my base than running from all the way up here, but it's not really a great proxy pylon. I do have an SCV here. I'm not entirely sure why, to be honest with you. I don't know why he's there. I'd like to say, oh, I put him there for vision, in case of warp prism play or oracles. But in essence, I probably just screwed up and put him over there on accident, or he was my early scout and he couldn't get back in the base. But anyway, let's get back to this and watch the army run over. So he's got his units here. Pause again. I'm queuing up my units, waiting for my few stragglers to catch up to the main army. And he's moving his units over to my base. Yeah. And I'm now getting my expansion, but it is not done. It is not close to done. And he is still on one base. So let's first see... let's see how it plays out. His army runs into my reinforcing unit. So I now know this is coming. So I either have to pull my army back and defend this, or try to ward this off as best I can with minimal losses, or I just push it and try to kill his main. I keep forgetting I can't drag box on the minimap. So let's see. What do? I end up going, oh shit, and I grab my army and I run them back. So let's watch this. Cancel the expansion. The front door is closed. That Marauder doesn't live very long. He manages to kill the supply depot. I have 4 Marines that run out of these 2 barracks. I instantly queue up 4 more. I have nothing coming out of my starport or factory to deal with this. Since the factory still has the reactor, I could have grabbed a couple Widow Mines and burrowed them, hopefully. Fully saturated main that's getting mined out. Some of these guys really needed that expansion to be down. So my army is starting to arrive from the other side. So let's play as he runs in. He cleans those guys up. And now the chase is on. I have to chase down this army and kill it as fast as I can. So I stim to get up in there, and I do manage to clean this up. Let's back it up just a little bit to 12 minutes should be good. Because all I really want to do is show you. He had no forge in his main. If you look, there's no forge over here. He does have a Twilight Council that came down, but no forge, which means no upgrades. So he has 0 upgrades, whereas my units right now have +1. So it's not a huge difference, but it's enough of a difference that I'm able to kill his army of 11 and 6 with 15 and 9. Although that's a little bit of an inaccurate, not really inaccurate, no, because those 4 pop out 19 and 8. So I do have a slightly bigger army, and the upgrade plus stim does help me survive this. And luckily, instead of continuing to run in to try and hurt my economy, he fights the army, and I'm able to survive that. So now I do the switch to get medevacs out so these guys can get healed up. And I don't know if I repair this or not. I probably should, but... So he lost pretty much all of his army. He's running 5 stalkers over here. I don't know where he's going. I guess he's bringing them home from his proxy pylon. So he has some defense. I go for my expansion again, and we'll speed this back up until the next engagement. There's really nothing much to see behind this. I mean, I just, start getting my army up, start building up again, get the medevacs out. No tanks coming out because right now I'm hurting on minerals because my expansion didn't go down. I'm almost mined out here in the main. So I'm getting my +1, my 1-1. My armory is up, and basically I'm waiting for that to get done so I can start 2-2 once I have enough money to do 2-2. My expansion's up. It's an orbital. I'm getting another gas so I can support the tank medevac play that I'm planning on doing here. Right now my army's looking pretty good at 38 Marines, 11 Marauders, 3 medevacs. Got a good probe count as compared to his probe count. He's now expanded as well. Lots of chrono left on these, though. He should be chronoing out his probes or using that chrono on something. He's now getting his 1 attack +1 upgrade. His main's almost mined out. And I don't see a Templar Archives anyway up here. There's one down there. So his tech is still fairly low. As you can see from this, it's still mostly on gateway units. He does have a Dark Templar in there. Where is that Templar Archive? That Dark Shrine, there it is. It's right next to the Templar. So he does have the tech, but he does not seem to have many. He's got 5 Dark Templar right now. I'm going for my 3rd, and he's positioning here at the Zelnaga Tower. Where's he going? I don't know what that guy's doing. Is he long distance mining? I think he is. He's long distance mining from this. I don't know why. Instead of just returning to this. But whatever. I'm getting the minerals from it. Alright, so as you can see from the mini-map, Here comes his army. Here's my army. He throws a couple force fields down. They're not going to be super effective in this quantity. What he should have done is bang, force field here, 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 split my army in half, and then these stalkers probably would have just had a field day. Because I'm mostly on barracks units. I do have 4 Hellbats. Where are the Hellbats? Oh, look at that. I forgot to hotkey my factory, so all of my factory units are chilling by the factory. They're nice and organized at the corners. 2 Widow Mines. These units do me no good because I did not hotkey them, or I did not waypoint them. As you can see, the starport is waypointed. This is not. So, let's continue. Play. So the engagement happens. Oh, you didn't even get to see it. Let's back up. Play. Alright, here comes his army. Boom. He's finally got a closer proxy pylon. His army moves in. His force fields, again, not very good. He does have the Dark Templar here, though. So we will watch for what the Dark Templar do. Now, oh, see what happened? I made a Raven. I don't know if I scanned and saw the Dark Templar. I probably did if I go back and look. At some point, if I look at my vision and his base. No, I did not see that. So I'm guessing I got a Raven just because it's a Protoss and they go Dark Templar quite a bit. So anyway, we'll continue on. My army is victorious and I still have a lot of it. So I figure, you know what? That's probably all he had. I'm going to go over here and push. Park right outside of here, which is weird. He did not expand here, instead chose to expand over there. Move in, destroy this expansion. The Hellbats are finally here, and we managed to win that game. So, it's another good win. A little bit of a longer game. They are getting a little bit longer.